Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Sophie Erber.
And I'm Tim Seaman. Authorities continue to investigate a disturbing discovery at a park in western Iowa. The details in our top story tonight at 6. A badly decomposed body has been recovered at Fairmont Park. That's in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Police there say that the discovery was made late Tuesday after officers were called to the area. So far, police say they have no information about how that person may have died and still have that person listed as unidentified. We do know, however, that it is a woman. The death is being investigated as suspicious. Autopsy results could be back as soon as tomorrow.
Meanwhile, authorities say a man died while saving his son in East Lake Okoboji this morning. The Dickinson County Sheriff's Office was called to the scene shortly before 11:30. 41-year-old Brandon J. Urban of Omaha swam to where his son was entangled in some weeds. After freeing the boy, he became trapped himself and was unable to stay above water. Friends of Urban were able to bring him ashore. He was taken to a local hospital but pronounced dead. And Nebraska is beefing up incentive packages for state workers tonight, offering some hiring bonuses up to $15,000 for people to work in state prisons, veterans' homes, and other facilities that require around-the-clock staffing. State officials say it's a short-term solution now to keep the state competitive. This while they look for a longer-term fix to the labor shortage and growing number of vacancies. One union official says higher wages, not temporary bonuses, are the only real fix. A spokesman for the Nebraska Department of Administrative Services says labor negotiators will meet with union representatives sometime this September.
Democrats in the U.S. Senate are pushing to pass both the $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure package as well as a budget bill, all yet this week.
That's right, but skeptical Republicans are pumping those brakes over concerns of how exactly Democrats plan to pay for those bills. And our Washington correspondent Anna Warnicki explains.
Today, we heard from Republicans who say they're concerned about the tax hikes that will result from the hefty price tag of Democrats' proposed budget bill. As the $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure package inches through the Senate, Wyoming Republican Senator John Barrasso says he's already concerned about the next bill.
We don't have a taxing problem in this country, Mr. President. We have a spending problem.
Barrasso says Democrats are trying to pair the already massive infrastructure deal with an even larger $3.5 trillion plan.
If we pass a bill of that magnitude, the American people will pay more in taxes, will pay more in the cost of living. It will continue to impact the American people in a very negative way.
The smaller bill has bipartisan support, but Democrats plan to use the budget reconciliation process to pass the larger package without any Republican votes.
The president looks forward to signing both into law, and he's eager to do that.
But Republicans say the American people can't afford the price tag of the larger bill.
We know it's going to raise taxes on middle-income Americans. We are going to do everything that we can to stop it.
An absolutely devastating blow to our economy at the worst possible time.
Right now, there are more than 300 amendments that need to be worked through, so senators will likely work through the weekend and remain in session through August recess, which is scheduled to begin on Monday. In Washington, I'm Anna Warnicki. Back to you.
The 81st Sturgis Motorcycle Rally kicks off Friday in the Black Hills of South Dakota. But before then, Rooster's Harley Davidson is hoping to take a little money out of bikers' pockets, all in the name of a local nonprofit group. This isn't any regular Harley, though. The bike is known as the Knucklehead Collaborative Build and is being raffled off for $50 a ticket. Of course, many of those Sturgis bikers make stops in Sioux City for tune-ups before hitting the western part of South Dakota. All proceeds from that raffle will benefit Sioux City's Camp High Hopes. The fully custom bike was designed after a public vote.
We did like a people's choice. We voted online, voted in store, we had giveaways. So the people kind of helped us put this bike together. We voted on seats, handlebars, taillights, the paint color. Pretty much every nut and bolt got touched by everybody but us.
That bike was finished earlier this week, and tickets can be purchased at the Rooster store or at Camp High Hopes, as well as on their Facebook pages. By the way, the winner will be drawn at the annual Miles for Smiles poker run. That's on September 11th.
Some families this year in Woodbury County might not be able to show their livestock at the county fair. This after a recent change in the rules. The Iowa State Extension Office says the rule now requires that livestock have 2 forms of identification instead of 1. The rule actually went into place before the 2019 Woodbury County Fair, and some families were unaware of the change. So as a result, they will not be able to have their 4-H kids show their livestock at this year's county fair. One parent with children in 4-H describes the effort that goes into preparing these livestock.
It's a tough deal. I mean, it's a deal where you feel for the parent, you feel for the child. And these animals, a lot of these animals were purchased nearly a year ago. So 12 months worth of time, money, effort, and energy has gone into these animals, getting ready for today or this week.
KCAU 9's Jason Toktagian shares why the Iowa State Extension is sympathetic to those families who are being affected. That's coming up tonight at 10.
Kudos to all those 4-H kids. They work so hard all year long.
They really do. I can't imagine, but I do like going to the fair to see that showing. Now let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Scott Larson for a look at the forecast, which really can't be better for fairs coming up here.
Better than fair, Scott.
Yeah.
Looking pretty good. I'll be down at the Woodbury County Fair tomorrow afternoon for guest weather, and it looks like the weather should cooperate. High temperatures across the area today, right around 80 degrees. 81 is where we top things off in Sioux City. Overnight low temperatures in the 60s, so not quite as cool as the past few nights have been. That's because we're going to have some extra cloud cover in the area. And as we look at the radar now, you can see as we focus into Nebraska and South Dakota, we do have some showers that are beginning to work into the map. It looks like it'll rain through the overnight period tonight, lasting through early Thursday morning. Details on how much rain will fall and some hotter temperatures for the weekend coming up in a few minutes. Sophie?
All right, thanks, Scott. Well, police dogs are professionals in their own right, but like anyone, they need practice to stay at the top of their games. The handlers need training, too. So agencies from all around Iowa, Nebraska, and even Wisconsin converged in Sioux City at the Police Training Center. It's for a 4-day canine training course. That training was conducted by a Florida-based nonprofit, Canines United, and was provided for free to the officers, all thanks to some local donations.
When you start implementing different things in the beginning, it's extremely difficult and very frustrating. And then you start to see the progression in the dogs, and then you start to see the progression in the handlers. And the progression in the dog is what builds up that confidence in the handler to be able to go out and have faith in his dog.
The workshop covered several skills that included tracking, building searches, and odor and narcotics detection.
Seniors at the Siouxland Center for Active Generations now have a new option when it comes to working on their eye-hand coordination. Interactive metronome is a timing-based therapy to help folks get their mind and body on the same track by moving to the rhythm, strengthening the muscles and the nerves associated with that particular movement. Therapists that administer that program say that it helps their patients in a number of ways.
Things as confidence. You bring your head up instead of looking on the ground. It's also like an aerobic exercise. So there's a lot of different benefits with this training tool.
That therapy is available by appointment if it's something that you might think about considering. Interesting.
It really is.
A group of Iowa inventors couldn't give up on their dream.
And their efforts are turning into a home run. How they hit it out of the park, coming up.
And it's largely been a swing and a miss as far as precipitation goes in Sioux City, but we do have another chance of some storms happening tonight and even some more rain possible on Saturday. Highs in the 90s coming our way next week. The 9 on 9 forecast after the break.
You're watching KCAU 9 News with Tim Seaman, Sophie Erber, Chief Meteorologist Scott Larson, and Sports Director Jake Jones. This is KCAU 9 News at 6.
Pictures of sunrises and sunsets. This one's a beauty from Grettinger, Iowa. Thanks to Ruth for passing it in. If you have a picture that you want to share with everyone, make sure to go to SiouxlandProud.com, go to the weather tab, send us your photos.
With that possibility of rain, sunsets that are so hazy and red might be a thing of the past, so keep them coming. And Scott mentioned this earlier, but if you get any rain images, we have been hard-pressed to add those to our collection.
Right. Pass along those reports. If you have a rain gauge in your yard, take a picture. We'd love to see it.
And today, the smoke really wasn't that bad. No. I was amazed how nice it was today.
Yeah, it's cleared out pretty nicely. It looks like that situation has improved quite a bit.
Thanks, Scott. Well, the months became years, and we'll tell you about that in just a second because News Nation Prime is the country's only live national newscast in prime time.
It comes your way every night now at 7 o'clock on News Nation, and here's a preview of what's coming up there tonight.
Tonight, fighting vaccine passports, a mayor's shocking response to new mandates, why she's comparing them to slavery. That's coming up on Balance tonight, followed by News Nation Prime. Now, here's a look at tonight's Banfield.
Thank you, Leland. Tonight on Banfield, flight attendants are fighting back. What they're doing to stop violent scenes like this one from happening on your flight. That's coming up tonight on Banfield.
Again, News Nation Prime comes your way every night at 7 o'clock Central Time. Of course, that's on News Nation.
And you can see some of the channels right here that you can watch News Nation. Also, make sure to check your local listings. Well, as I said a second ago, the months became years, but one group of inventors just simply refused to give up.
So I see what it took to get the magic tee off the ground and how it could help improve your swing next.
Well, after years of hard work, 4 Ames entrepreneurs are finally seeing their dreams become a reality.
Andy Fales shows us how they came up with the magic tee and overcame a failed Kickstarter campaign, too.
It was ready to revolutionize hitting.
As I stand here looking at it, ready to hit, I'm not looking at a tee, really. I'm looking at a ball.
A tee that held the ball from above. Like magic.
The Kickstarter did not fund. I don't remember where we landed, maybe 30,000 bucks.
The guys in Ames needed 75 grand in 30 days in crowdfunding to start production.
It was fairly apparent about halfway through that 30 days that it probably wasn't going to happen.
So, decision time. Let it die or come up with a new plan. They found investors and kicked in their own cash.
More than my first house, less than my second.
They found a place in Taiwan to manufacture the parts, but then they didn't work.
We'd get to a point where we'd be ready, we'd get something over here, and then we need to re-engineer something else.
I had to figure out a way to make them work and then ask them to make that change and have them send me a new one and over, dude.
Kind of finally see it come out of the container and slide onto a shelf and be ready to go. It was a pretty exciting moment, especially when you've thought that you're going to be there maybe 8 other times.
You'll find it on the almighty Amazon, but sales should really kick in this fall when teams begin buying equipment for next season.
Things have changed since I played t-ball.
I was going to say, I could have used one of those as a kid as well.
Yeah, we all could.
I don't know. I was okay with the stick, and I put it on, and I hit it far or short.
Well, then you don't need the magic tee,
As long as you hit it. Contact, no whiffs.
Hey, there's no strikeouts in t-ball. It doesn't matter how many times it took.
That is true. What do you have tonight for us?
Well, the American Association, they don't need the magic tee, but the playoffs are just over a month away, and this year's postseason won't be like years past. I'll explain coming up in sports. The Huskers hoping to be ready on offense in just 24 days when they hit the road for Illinois to take on the Illini in their first game of the 2021 slate.
Be a good matchup.
Yeah, I mean, Huskers are starting to get some love in the polls. Finally, you know, people starting to think they won't be in the bottom of the division, and you know, here's hoping.
Hope everyone can stay healthy.
We'll see, that's for sure. In the meantime, a look from our downtown camera atop the Ho-Chunk Center tonight. Scott's back with an update on your evening forecast right after the break.
Finally tonight, corn mazes aren't just for the Midwest. Who would think? There's one of Olympic proportions right now in Bavaria, Germany. Every year, right? I know. A family creates a design for visitors to walk through. That's pretty cool. The theme for this year, who could guess it, the Tokyo Summer Games, the Olympic ring scene there. The designs are mowed by a father and son duo. The rest of the family guides visitors to find hidden symbols and play games and even help with quiz questions along the way. Do you guys like corn mazes, or they freak you out?
I want to know how their corn stacks up to the good old Iowa corn. That's my question.
You want to taste Bavarian corn.
You know?
Yeah.
We can make a trade.
When I first saw that script come up, I thought it was going to be that it's a new Olympic event, like getting out of the corn maze.
How
like
fast
who does it
you can
fastest?
Get through. That would be a good idea. I hope you're listening, Olympic
committee,
organizers. Yeah, the
right.
committee for 2024, I guess. Because
still some good ones around here too.
There are
around the Siouxland area if you look for them around Halloween, I guess.
Yeah, especially during the fall, go out to the pumpkin
Not a
patch.
bad day to get outside, though.
Yeah, pretty nice out there. Mostly cloudy. It looks like we'll have some light rain and thunderstorms tonight with a low temperature of 64. A high of 87 for tomorrow with some clearing skies during the afternoon. A chance of some more storms on Saturday, heating up next week.
All right, Scott, thanks, and we're glad that you're with us tonight at 6. Enjoy your evening, and we'll all be back at 10.
Good night.